Daniel Stephenson came from an English family of weavers. He brought his loom to Fairfield, Iowa in 1852, setting up shop at 304 East Burlington Avenue. Local children would press up against the windows to watch and listen to the shuttle flying on the only machine in town, powered only by Stephenson's foot. Stephenson used a Jacquard mechanical loom. This technology was developed in France in 1803 by a weaver named Joseph Marie Jacquard. It controls every warp thread that goes from the front to the back of the loom individually. Because it can do that, it's able to create very complex patterns in the cloth quicker, easier, and with greater accuracy than previously possible.
He developed his own designs and used local wool and cotton, dyed those, and made these very intricate, beautiful coverlets that were used as bed coverings, wall hangings. He made designs of birds and flowers. Daniel Stephenson signed each one with a date, and sometimes he even put the name of the person that commissioned the coverlet to be made. So they then became a family heirloom and were passed down for generations.
Stephenson's complex designs were made possible by punch cards, read by the apparatus on the second floor, telling the loom what pattern to create. The holes in the cards were read by a series of pins that directed what threads below should be raised for each pass of the shuttle across the board. If you look closely, these cards look quite similar to the computer punch cards from the early days of computer technology. The cards carried instructions that told the early computers what kind of calculations to do.
The direct line from Jacquard's punched card-controlled weaving machine, the Jacquard loom, to the computers today is indisputable. Charles Babbage knew about Jacquard looms when he first proposed using punched cards to control his computers. Herman Hollerith knew about both Babbage's work and Jacquard looms at the time Hollerith founded the company that became IBM. In addition to tracing computers back to Jacquard looms, you can look at all these computer-controlled machine tools of today that are robotically churning out aircraft parts and automobile parts. Those also trace the idea back to Jacquard's idea. It was the very first numerically controlled machine tool technology.
Daniel Stephenson wove coverlets using the most advanced technology of the day, from locally carded wool that he dyed himself. His draft book, now in the Art Institute in Chicago, is filled with original artistic designs for coverlets that he created here in Fairfield from 1852 to 1877. Although he charged only $3.50 each, today these same coverlets are seen as multi-generational heirlooms and can occasionally be found at the auctions of fine art collectors.